What a difference a couple of days can make. When you last saw me on Thursday, I was a broken man. And now I am feeling on top of the world. There is literally just under 2 weeks to go until the Loch Ness Marathon, and I feel ready. Welcome to PKS Runs. So welcome back everybody, it is great to be here. I'm so glad you found this video. My name is Paul, this is PKS Runs. I am a sub 3 hour marathoner and I've got effectively 2 weeks and 1 day to lodge a good for age qualifying time for the London Marathon 2025. And I am sharing my journey. I'm running the Loch Ness Marathon and I cannot wait. But in the last video, I was feeling super tired and I had been so ill last week, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update as to how the rest of the week went. I was out on a dog walk when we caught up with the GoPro, and I actually managed to get out for a run later on that evening. I managed to get out for a 9-mile run, and yeah, suffice to say, my energy felt like it was returning to me. Honestly, at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, I genuinely was questioning whether I was ever going to be able to run again, whether I was ever going to be able to walk. I mean, it was just, over dramatic, I know, but I was so tired, I felt so ill that I couldn't conceive of being able to ever get back out and run. And honestly, I definitely didn't think that I was going to be able to get this good for age qualifying time at the Loch Ness Marathon. So I managed to get out for this run, had a nice run, very gentle, very solid, and it felt okay. Friday morning, I got back to the gym for the first time all week, and that felt great. I wasn't able to lift quite as much as I normally do, but that's okay. I didn't quite have the energy levels that I would normally do, but that was all right. I then got home and went straight out for a 5-mile run, which felt really good. Again, took it nice and easy. And then I did the same at the end of the day. So Friday evening, I did another 5 miles, taking my weekly mileage up to 19 miles by the end of Friday. Now, normally I would have hoped to have done way more at that point, certainly in this week with effectively 3 weeks until the marathon at the start of the week. But you've got to work with the cards that you've been given and make the best of it. Friday night, we had homemade pizza, which I absolutely love. I fueled up massively because on Saturday morning, I had the intention of getting up for sunrise and to go up onto the Quantock Hills and go and do a half marathon and really tackle some of the hills. So I got up there at about 6:15. Sunrise was about 6:40, 6:45, and I had the most beautiful run. I did 14 miles. And it was one of those runs where I just wasn't thinking about speed. I wasn't thinking about heart rate. I was just enjoying it. I was stopping, taking photos, and a really great reminder kind of towards the end of the running block why I do this. I do this because I love it. I didn't see another runner until about mile 11. In fact, I didn't see another person until mile 11. So it was just absolutely glorious. And it's just what I love. I love running. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this kind of pursuit of excellence and the personal best, but the reason I do all of this is to get clarity up here. It's for the mental health, it's for those psychological benefits that you get. So it was just an absolute pleasure to be out there. I think I did something like 2,700 feet of elevation, so if there was an opportunity to go down a hill so that I could come back up a hill, I took it basically, because there are going to be hills at Loch Ness, and I just wanted to really give my legs a good rinsing so that they're ready for that. On to today, and I'm going to keep this as brief as I can. On to today, I wanted to do a rerun of last Sunday's workout. I really felt just crap that I wasn't able to finish that workout. It really knocked my confidence. Really felt that oh my goodness, I'm not in the place that I need to be. Obviously it was illness, there's nothing I could do about that, but I really needed a confidence boost. And so this morning I got out at 10 o'clock, I practiced my race day fueling, I wore the fuel belt that I'm going to wear on race day, and I might do another video about that, about how I came to the decision, because I've got loads of different fuel belts, and maybe tell you how and why I've chosen what I've chosen. I was testing out some new energy gels, the Science in Sport Beta gels and the Beta gels with nootropics, so full of caffeine and loads of other good stuff in there. And everything just went so well. First couple of miles, gently. Then I did 8 miles at around 7:30 minute mile pace, and 3 miles at marathon pace, so 6:40, and 1 mile at around 7-minute mile pace. Then I did another 3 at 6:40, another mile at 7, and then 5 kind of just additional miles, very easy. The brilliant thing was that the first 8 miles, heart rate was just solid around the 140 mark, if not under. Felt super under control. The easy miles felt easy. The hard miles didn't feel too hard, if I'm honest. And good news, the gels were amazing. Really noticed the difference in the composition. They felt good. They've got a much better way of releasing energy into the system in terms of like the balance of fuel. Everything felt good about that. I'm not going to do a video on the science of those, partly because I don't know it, but also because you can watch someone else do a video on that. But I will talk you through everything that I'm going to use in race day in another video. So today I got 23 miles done. Took me about, I think it was about 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I came home just feeling good. Honestly, I could have carried on. Felt absolutely good to go as long as I needed. I was wearing the vapor flies, which in honesty, towards the end, probably last 6 miles or so, they start to become quite firm and not nearly as comfortable as the alpha flies, but saving the alpha flies for race day. So that's it. That's a little update. It's going to be another, sort of a decent week of mileage, but not going to be pushing myself quite as hard this week. I'm excited. I feel like 2:55 is definitely within reach. I think I can absolutely go for it in 2 weeks' time. If you want to find out how I get on, just like and subscribe. Something like 80% of the people that watch this video haven't subscribed, so please do like and subscribe and hit the bell button so that you don't miss notifications when the new videos are out. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been PKS Runs.